Hey, I have a question for you. Are you moving forwards, backwards, or staying in place? More about that right after the intro. Welcome to the Day One Journey, episode 273. Chi-chi. Yeah! Well, what are you doing? Are you moving forwards, backwards, or staying in place? Well, if you remember in the last episode, I already shared with you that for me, there's no such thing as staying in place. Although it might be confusing at times. For example, when I think about my life, I've been through many changes in my life that were very, very slow. So it might seem to me as if I was staying in place, where in fact I was either moving forwards slowly or moving backwards slowly. And these are exactly the interesting situations I want to talk to you about in this episode. But just before we dive into that, let's break it down first. The first two options are pretty straightforward. It's either we go forward quickly or we move backwards quickly. And why is it straightforward? Because everybody can see that, right? When we move quickly, either forwards or backwards, people notice. Our family will notice, our friends will notice. We cannot even hide it from ourselves, right? We see the results. Whether we go backwards or forwards, we see the results. So the most interesting situations are the ones when we move backwards slowly or we move forwards slowly. At least for me, these are the most interesting things. And in today's episode, I want to focus on moving backwards slowly. And I think this can be so dangerous. Yes, dangerous. Moving backwards slowly, I think, can be much more dangerous than moving backwards quickly. And why is that? Because when we move backwards quickly, we cannot really hide it, right? We will probably be aware of it. And if we are not aware of it, the people around us will see it. So they can talk to us about that. They could help us raise our level of self-awareness to see what's happening. Because they see what's happening. Because it happens quickly. However, when we move backwards slowly, we might not even be aware of it. We might think as if we're staying in one place, where in fact we go backwards. But because we don't know what's happening, and we might trick ourselves that we stay in one place, we'll end up not doing much about it, and probably would do nothing about it. Because we don't even know it's happening. This is what makes it so dangerous. And I will share you an example just to make it even more tangible. Let's think about a relationship. And let's say I have a relationship, and for a few good years it was amazing. But right now, I'm not doing much about it. I'm not pushing it forward. I'm not putting great amount of effort, energy, and attention to move forward with this specific relationship. So I might feel as if I'm staying in place. I might feel as if the relationship stays in the same place. But then I remind myself that everything changes, right? Our environment changes, the world changes, I change, and also my partners is changing. And when she changes, it means that she has different challenges in her life. She faces different things. Her life is changing. And if I'm not putting energy and time and attention into what's going on with her life, which is again, is changing like everybody else's life, if I'm not putting that attention into her, I won't stay in place. The relationship wouldn't stay in place. I will go backwards. We will slowly drift apart. This is just the truth. If I'm not taking my energy and attention to understand what she's going through, slowly and slowly, I will end up not even knowing what's going on in her life. And we will drift apart, even to the level of becoming strangers. So before we know it, because we are not aware of it, before we know it, we can become strangers. This is the danger. This is, in my opinion, what makes it so dangerous. This is, in my opinion, what makes going backwards slowly so dangerous. Because we can lack the awareness of the change happening. Something is happening, but we might trick ourselves, or we just don't see that it's happening because it happens slowly. And this is the dangerous things about it, and this is what I want to share with you today. In the next episode, we'll talk about the second interesting situation where we move forward slowly. But back to you. Yes, back to you. I want you to think about one important relationship you have in your life and decide to do one thing today to push this relationship forward. It can be anything. It can be just having a conversation. It can be sending a message. It can be giving your partners an extra hug, or just listening to them. Anything, one thing, with one relationship that is very important to you, to push it forward. And do it today. Yes, do it today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Push your relationships, this specific relationship, with this specific thing that you're going to do it today. And of course, have an amazing day one. See you tomorrow.